If you're thinking about moving to Medina, Ohio, then you're going to want to check out this video. We're talking about the pros and cons of living in Medina, and we're getting into it right now. Okay, so today we're talking about living in Medina, Ohio. I do have a soft spot for Medina, as this is the place that I grew up in. So I might be a little biased, but I will talk about all the pros and cons of living in Medina, Ohio. And before we get to that, let's just talk a little bit about where Medina is located. So Medina is 30 miles south of Cleveland and approximately 20 miles west of Akron. There are around about 26,000 residents, and it's continuing to grow. All right, let's talk about all the pros and cons of living in Medina. So we're going to start off with the cons. My first con of living in Medina would be the construction on Route 18. It's never ending, and I am constantly commuting to and from Medina, and it feels like there's always some sort of construction going on, but that's probably because it's growing. But that would be my first con. And that leads me into my second con, which would be how rapidly the city is growing. And it's most likely due to the proximity to Akron and Cleveland. A lot of people live in Medina and then commute and work in Akron and Cleveland. So I would say just the rapid growth and how busy it's getting. Okay, and my third con, which I should have started off the video with telling you, it was really, really hard to come up with 3 cons. I even had my husband involved, who also grew up in Medina, and we struggled to think of 3 cons for Medina. But okay, with all that being said, my third con is there's no mall or big box store like Sam's Club or Costco. You have to go to Fairlawn or Strongsville if you want to find a mall or Sam's Club, Costco. So that would be my third con. All right, let's talk about the pros of living in Medina. So my first pro would be Medina Square. If you have ever been to Medina Square, it is like you're in a Hallmark movie. It is the cutest square. It has a small hometown feel. It has functions and events. There's a great ice festival. There's parades during holidays. It's very historic, and there are tons of restaurants, shops, dining. It's an awesome place, and the cutest gazebo too. So I would say Medina Square would be my first pro. My second pro to living in Medina would be all the fun things to do. So there is Castle Noel, that's kind of right off the square. It's the largest indoor Christmas attraction that's open all year round. It's really fun, check that out. There's also right next door, I think it's called Alien Golf. It's an indoor golf, like putt-putt golf, that is really cool. The kids love it there. There's also go-karting in Medina. There is AI Root Candle Company. So that is the oldest candle company in Medina. It was from the 1800s. So that is really cool. It smells really, really good when you walk in too. So check that out. There's just tons of things to do. There's the fairgrounds in the summer, which is fun to take the kids to. So there's lots of different options of things to do in Medina. So that would be my second pro. And my third and final pro would be the community. It has a small town feel, but there's also lots to do and lots of shops and grocery stores. You can live more in like the farm rural area. You can live in a cluster home and everything in between. So there's a lot of different living options and lots of different neighborhoods and communities within Medina. It also has a lot of schools. So there's about 20 schools in Medina, some of those being private, and the crime rate is low. So I would say the community would be my third pro for living in Medina. If you're considering moving to the area, I would definitely check out Medina. There is a reason why it's rapidly growing, and it's also rated the #2 best place to live on niche.com. So I would definitely check out Medina if you're interested in that area. Okay, so that is my list of pros and cons of living in Medina. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching the entire way through. If you are interested in moving to the area, please reach out to me. I would love to help you with your home search to find you and your family the perfect home for the next chapter of your life. If you liked this video, please give it a like. Also, please subscribe to my channel and follow along to the other videos that I'll be releasing. I just did one about the pros and cons of living in Fairlawn last week, so please check that out. And I can't wait to see you guys again. Thanks. Bye.